Hello guys, Dan here from Dan's Tech, and today's video guys, we're going to be, I'm going to be bringing you an £800 gaming PC build. So just up from the £700 builds, also this build is a little bit faster. You do have a lot more, well, just a tiny bit more CPU performance, and in terms of the GPU, again, just a tiny bit more. But I will say you do get an SSD, got a much nicer case, and just looking at my notes, you do also get a 240 gig SSD, as well as a very nice Be Quiet cooler. I've checked out a lot of the Be Quiet CPU coolers in the past, and I am very impressed by them, so that's why I'm going to be recommending one of them today. Anyway, let's kind of jump into the build and just show you guys what I chose for the £800 gaming PC. So guys, to get started, first up we're going to be choosing the i5 4590. It's quite a fast processor and does run at 3.3 GHz. Very, very fast, and yeah, 6 megabytes of cache, total TDP of 84 watts. So yeah, you're getting a nice processor here. It's socket LG1150. It's a nice processor for the money, and yeah, it is actually overclockable for you guys that want to do that. Moving on, we have the cooler. I've chosen the Be Quiet, Shadow Rock Slim. This is a nice CPU cooler by Be Quiet. These guys had actually sent this out in the past, and I will say it's a very nice cooler for the money, and for £35 it's currently very, very nice. And yeah, this cooler does give some pretty nice performance and is ridiculously quiet via its 140mm fan. But yeah, so £35 cannot go wrong at all. Now moving on to the motherboard, I've chosen this one for quite a lot of builds, but it is very, very solid as a Zenadi 7 base chipset motherboard. So this is the Gigabyte Zenadi 7P-D3. It's an Intel LG1150 motherboard, ATX size motherboard, so it's full size. And here you do get 4 kind of RAM slots on here. Yeah, it supports all the way up to 32 gigabytes of RAM. Has everything you need, including loads of USB 3 and 2 ports, and it does actually have a gigabit LAN port, as well as just loads of kind of ports for extension cards like GPUs, Wi-Fi cards, and all that kind of stuff. So that's exactly why I've chosen it. Onto the memory, we're going to be choosing some HyperX Fury RAM. This is 2 4GB6 to make up the 8GB, and yeah, 8GB of 1.6 GHz RAM is very, very nice. CL10, and yeah, you actually choose your colour, so black, white, red or blue you choose, and yeah, there's only like £1 kind of difference between all of them colours. But yes, £50 cannot go wrong, and yeah, some very, very nice RAM there by Kingston HyperX. Onto the storage, we're going to be grabbing a 250GB Samsung 850 EVO SSD. For 250GB, well, £80 is pretty damn cheap, and I will say SSD prices are coming down a lot. So yeah, £80 you're getting yourself a nice 250GB SSD by Samsung, and yes, it is 500 megabytes plus for both read and write, so that's very nice in that regard. As for the GPU, that's going to be going the gaming. Yeah, I've chosen to go with the EVGA GTX 970. This is a super clock card with that ACX 2.0 cooling unit. You do get 4GB of RAM. And yeah, without further ado, I will say this, for £277 is very, very nice. You're getting some very, very nice performance here, and it is a step up just slightly from the AMD 290X graphic card that I chose in the last build, which was the £700 gaming PC build. Now, second to last, we have the case. For this, I have chosen the Fractal Design Define R5. This is the case with the the windowed side panel, and yeah, this is the kind of the pearl black kind of colour, so it's kind of a silver blacky colour, and yeah, it is very, very nice. It's for £85. I personally did own the Fractal Design Define R4 in white when Fractal did send that over last year, but it's a very, very nice case. It has a lot of thought has gone into this case, and it is kind of optimised and somewhat made to be quiet, so yeah, it keeps all that kind of noise kind of inside the case, and yeah, it keeps your room relatively quiet when gaming. But yes, £86 for this case is quite a steal, to be honest, and you are getting a nice premium case. And if you do decide to buy this, you'll see that it is, will kind of feel and look very, very premium. And lastly, for the PSU, we're going to be grabbing the Corsair CX600. As it says on the tin, 600 watts of clean power from Corsair, bronze certified, and it'll have all the cables that you will need. You can choose to go with the semi-modular version of this power supply, but the fixed cables, there isn't a lot of cables on this power supply, so I would kind of recommend going with the fixed cables and kind of saving £10 or whatever it is there to step up to the semi-modular. But yes, £53, nice clean 600 watts of power with all the correct cables that you need. You guys have kind of said that you do want a video on power supply cables, so that is going to be coming very, very soon. And yeah, if you guys think that's a good idea, do put that in the comments. And if you guys have got any suggestions on top of that, do let me know, and I will mention it. And now let's kind of roll the conclusion. So guys, there we were. That was the £800 build with the 4590. And also the GTX 970. Very, very nice indeed for the money. And yes, if you guys want to play a game, you shouldn't worry at all in terms of what settings you have to, you know, turn down to. To be honest, 970 is a pretty decent card, and yeah, for me having two 770s, even when a game doesn't scale very well in SLI, and it does turn out for me using one GTX 770, I'm pretty pleased with the performance, and yeah, well, so the 970 with the i5 should do pretty damn well, and yeah, for the money you're getting a nice build, and this is, you know, this is kind of the sweet spot. You're spending a good amount of money getting really good performance, and you know, spending a little bit more does get you more performance obviously, but not, you know, that much that you can be like, oh yeah, I'm really glad I spent this much more. But you know, you guys kind of know what I mean. This is kind of the sweet spot. So yeah, if you guys are looking at building a system for £800, you can be pretty damn pleased, and that's all good. As always, guys, you know, feel free to leave comments in the comment section below if you know you have any questions for myself or any questions for the Q&A episodes that I'll be filming very, very shortly. And yeah, apart from that, Amazon links in the description, UK and USA, and that'll be about it. Yeah, feel free to, you know, like, share, and all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Goodbye.